Ever noticed how some arguments seem to go in circles? Same story, new person. Or maybe you've met someone who always plays the victim, or another who always needs to win, no matter the cost. What if I told you these aren't coincidences but games? That's right. Life is full of invisible psychological games. And whether we like it or not, we're all players. Welcome to Games People Play, a mind-opening book by Dr. Berne, a brilliant psychiatrist who introduced the world to transactional analysis. This book reveals the hidden patterns behind everyday interactions, the reasons we say things we don't mean, repeat toxic behaviors, or find ourselves stuck in emotional tug-of-wars. Stick around, because by the end of this summary, you'll know how to spot these games, stop playing them, and start creating deeper, healthier connections in your personal and professional life. Let's decode the games people play, and finally learn how to win by not playing. Lesson 1. The three faces within us: parent, adult, and child. Dr. Berne reveals that inside each of us are three selves, constantly switching control. The parent, the voice of authority, rules, and judgment we learned growing up. The adult, the rational, logical, present moment version of us. The child, the emotional, creative, impulsive part that still seeks love and approval. Every interaction is a transaction between these states. When you criticize someone harshly, your parent is talking. When you analyze facts, it's your adult. When you throw a tantrum or get defensive, your child is in charge. Real-life viewpoint. Think about your last argument. Maybe your friend acted parental, saying, "You never listen." You snapped back defensively like a child. Recognizing these states helps you regain control, shifting back into your adult self so you respond instead of react. Lesson 2. Games, the hidden scripts we repeat. Berne defines a game as a pattern of interaction with a hidden motive and a predictable payoff. People don't consciously play to hurt, they play to feel something familiar. Each game has 1. A setup, the trigger. 2. A hidden motive, what the player unconsciously wants. 3. A predictable reaction. 4. A payoff, emotional satisfaction like feeling superior, pitied, or justified. Real-life viewpoint. Imagine someone who always complains that nobody ever helps me. They don't actually want help, they want attention or validation. Recognizing the game lets you respond differently, breaking the cycle of manipulation. Lesson 3. The most common games we all play. Berne exposes everyday games that sound uncomfortably familiar. Why don't you? Yes, but someone asks for advice, but rejects every suggestion just to confirm nothing ever works. If it weren't for you, a person blames others for holding them back. Now I've got you. You son of a. Someone waits for others to slip up so they can pounce with moral superiority. Kick me. People unconsciously invite rejection or criticism to justify their negative self-beliefs. Real-life viewpoint. At work, a teammate who always says, "Management never listens, but never gives solutions" is playing, "If it weren't for you." The antidote? Ask calmly, "What would you suggest we do instead?" You've just ended the game before it begins. Lesson 4. The psychological payoff, why we keep playing. Every game has an emotional reward, even when it hurts. Some crave pity, others crave superiority, and some feel safe in familiar pain because it confirms their worldview. Berne calls these psychological strokes, bits of emotional attention we trade like currency. Even negative attention can feel better than none at all. Real-life viewpoint. Think of that one friend who thrives on conflict. They feel alive when they argue. Their game gives them energy and identity. Once you see it, you realize not every battle deserves your participation. Lesson 5. How to break free, awareness and the adult state. The first step to ending games is awareness. Once you see the script, you can stop playing your role. Respond from your adult self, calm, factual, and emotionally neutral. Instead of reacting emotionally, ask questions that bring the conversation back to reality. Real-life viewpoint. When a coworker sighs and says, "I guess I'll do it like always," instead of rescuing them, respond, "Thanks for taking initiative. Do you need help planning it out?" That flips the game dynamic immediately. Lesson 6. Real intimacy versus emotional games. Berne explains that games are substitutes for real intimacy. People play them because honest emotional connection feels risky. Real intimacy means being open, vulnerable, and authentic, without manipulation. True connection happens when you stop trying to win and start trying to understand. Real-life viewpoint. Think of a couple who bickers daily but never talks about what's really wrong: loneliness, insecurity, fear. The day they drop the games and speak honestly is the day healing begins. Lesson 7. Life scripts, the games we inherited. Berne believed we don't just learn games, we inherit them. As children, we unconsciously absorb messages like, "Don't show emotions," "Always be strong," or "You're never enough." These become life scripts that define our adult relationships and choices. We keep playing the same roles until we rewrite the script. Real-life viewpoint. A man who grew up with overly critical parents may always attract partners who criticize him, subconsciously replaying the same childhood dynamic. The breakthrough comes when he recognizes the pattern and chooses differently. Lesson 8. The freedom to be you, living beyond games. The end goal of games people play is autonomy, the ability to live free of psychological manipulation, driven by awareness, spontaneity, and intimacy. When you stop playing games, you stop needing control or validation. You begin to respond consciously, build real relationships, and live with peace. Real-life viewpoint. Think of people who radiate calmness. They don't take things personally, don't manipulate, don't chase approval. They're not playing, they're living. That's the real victory. So, which of these games have you caught yourself playing? Or maybe you've spotted some around you. Share your thoughts in the comments, because awareness starts with honest reflection. Here on the Summary Show, we turn timeless books into life-changing lessons that help you understand yourself and others on a whole new level. If this summary of games people play by Eric Berne opened your eyes, give this video a like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss another deep dive into the psychology of everyday life. Because here, we don't just summarize books, we help you live the wisdom within them. Stay curious, stay self-aware, and see you in the next one.